Please subscribe to our channel for more nature stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. A thin veil of dawn brushed across the frozen prairies of the American West, painting the land in pale gold and blue. The air was still, brittle with the quiet of winter, until a single sound trembled through the distance, a long rising howl that floated over the frostbitten grasslands. It carried the spirit of the wild, the heartbeat of the unseen. Somewhere, far off beyond the ridges, another voice answered. Two howls, rising and falling together like twin notes of an ancient song, mingled in the chill wind. The coyotes were calling. Through centuries of wind and snow, fire and rain, this cry had never vanished. From the shadowed forests of Yellowstone to the sun-baked deserts of California, from the misty wetlands of Florida to the snowy fields of Maine, the coyote had adapted, survived, and sung. Few creatures have learned to live so close to humanity and yet remain so untamed. They roam through city edges and farmlands, along railway tracks and under silver moons, their eyes glinting with the wisdom of generations that learned how to endure. The coyote's world is not just one of hunger and pursuit, it's a tapestry of purpose, a delicate balance woven into the fabric of North America's wilderness. They are caretakers of the land, silent guardians who keep the small lives in check, mice, rabbits, ground squirrels, ensuring that the grass grows, the crops thrive, and disease stays low. Where humans see a predator, nature sees balance. Each howl, each hunt, each pair that bonds ensures that the cycle continues. Winter, though harsh, is a sacred time for them. The earth lies quiet, and food grows scarce, yet within the stillness begins a season of renewal. Between January and March, the coyote's world transforms from survival to connection. The males roam farther, their ears tuned to distant voices in the cold night. The females wait beneath star-flecked skies, their senses sharp with an instinct older than memory. It is mating season, the season of howls and hearts. Under a full moon, a lone male lifts his muzzle to the heavens. His cry is clear, long, and aching, a sound that can travel miles across the desert air. He listens. Silence. Then, faintly, a reply comes. A female answers from beyond the ridge. Her tone is higher, more delicate, but strong. Their duet begins. Together their voices weave through the canyons and meadows, through sleeping forests and snow-laden plains. To human ears, it may sound wild or eerie, but to them, it is language, a dialogue of intention and devotion. When at last they meet, it is not with violence or display but with quiet understanding. They approach cautiously, circling each other in the snow, tails low, eyes curious and calm. The male lowers his head, ears forward, his movements measured. The female steps close, brushes her muzzle against his shoulder. A bond begins. It is not fleeting. Coyotes, unlike many in the animal kingdom, are creatures of loyalty. When they choose a mate, that bond often endures for life. Together they will share hunts, dangers, and den-keeping. Together they will carve a small corner of wilderness to call their own. Days pass, and their companionship deepens. They travel together beneath pale skies, leaving twin tracks across frozen earth. They rest beside half-frozen streams, sharing warmth. At dusk, their howls rise in harmony, announcing their claim to the land. Each note is layered with meaning, warning rivals, calling family, strengthening love. Scientists who have studied their calls say mated pairs synchronize over time, their howls blending in rhythm and tone until they sound like one voice. To the wilderness, they have become a single heartbeat. The secret of their unity lies in both instinct and chemistry. As the days shorten, the female's body changes. Her hormones rise with the light of the moon, signaling that she is ready to breed. The male feels the same pull, his senses sharpened by the quiet storm of testosterone. But this union is no frenzy of nature, it is patient, deliberate, and respectful. For days, sometimes weeks, they court. They play and chase across the snow, nipping gently, brushing fur against fur. They groom each other, tails wagging softly, each gesture a promise of trust. In a world where life is uncertain, their tenderness feels almost human. The female tests her partner's loyalty through quiet moments, how he hunts, how he listens, how he protects. The male proves his devotion not through dominance, but through presence. When danger rustles the bushes, a hawk's shadow, a distant wolf's call, he stands between it and her. When food is found, he shares it. Slowly, They weave a partnership that is more than instinct. It is companionship born of necessity and strengthened by emotion. The wind carries snow across the open fields as February wanes. The landscape softens under a dusk of silver and rose. Somewhere within a shallow hollow at the base of a hill, the pair curls together, their bodies pressed close against the cold. The world around them is still, save for the hush of falling flakes. Beneath the female's heart, life stirs, a quiet, invisible miracle. She has conceived, and within her womb, tiny sparks of existence begin to take shape. The new generation of the wild is forming, cell by cell, heartbeat by heartbeat. Few ever witness such moments. The wilderness keeps its secrets well. Yet beneath the frozen surface, the process of creation moves swiftly. Fertilization has occurred, the meeting of two microscopic cells, the uniting of genetic codes shaped by generations of survivors. Within weeks, embryos will form, nourished by the warmth of their mother's body. Her instincts change. She becomes more cautious, more protective, her hunger sharpened by the need to nourish what grows inside her. Her mate stays near, watchful and loyal, hunting more often, guarding their small domain. At night, the two still sing. Their howls now carry a new tone, less searching, more certain. They no longer call for a partner but for affirmation, declaring to the night that their bond is strong, their future claimed. The moon glows above them like a witness, casting silver light across their fur. When storms roll over the plains, they find shelter together, pressing against each other beneath the low branches of a pine. When dawn returns, they rise and move as one. The male walks slightly ahead, scanning the land. The female follows, her movements slower now but steady. There is something sacred in their silence, a rhythm that speaks of understanding without need for words. The landscape begins to shift. Winter loosens its hold, and the first hints of spring stir in the air.